Good afternoon or evening. It's 5:25 here, and I'm gonna do a little craft with me. And these for the Apple of His Eye shop by Nanda Anderson. If my camera wiggles, it's because for whatever reason my whatchamadoodle, canvas lamp sometimes gets the shakes if I close the drawer a little too hard, because I am I'm kind of not very what would you call it, gracious. I don't know. I just refer to myself as a bull in a china shop, so I'm kind of just toss stuff. Anyway, this is the gorgeous little kit that I got. It's collage pages. It's in the section His Will, matching papers. And I just wanted to show you. Oh, that one's upside down. Uh-oh. So when I made the journal, which is this, I printed full size, and then I made these a little bit smaller, which are 8 by 10, only because I'm going to probably cut some things out and put on top of things in here. So I kind of wanted them to be a little bit smaller. Oh, this was upside down too. It goes like this. I was looking at that. Oh, maybe it isn't. No, it isn't. So these are the papers that I got this week from Nanda. These are my little scraps I have that I say, these are coffee dyed papers that I'm going to use. Some avocado dyed paper. These I did outside on my husband's workbench, and I just poured the hot avocado mixture, well, the water, the hot avocado water, all over, and I like all that little blooming. So these are my scraps. I have this kit. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I'll link it. I fussy cut these out the other day on Monday when I was watching The Voice. So there you go. And so this was not part of my Nanda. It is only, well, this is Nanda stuff, but I only got the papers. These are all the scraps that were used last week. I have these printed out, so I thought, since I'm making a journal, I may put these in there. So I just got them out of my little Nanda file folder. You're going to hear lots of banging. My husband is sadly disassembling the boys. We have 5 boys. They're all grown. 2 are still at home, but they're grown. Our porch. Our fort is coming down, our little 2-decker fort that Jeff, Joshua, and Caleb built right before we went to Uganda to adopt Alan, Jeremiah, and Daniel. So there you go. I'm just giving you a quick little glance, and that is it. So this is my pile of what I'm using. Some Nanda papers, some vintage papers, some scraps from last week. I have these, which are Be Thou My Vision hymn lyrics. I like that hymn, so I may include those. And these little fussy cuts, because I thought they coordinated well. And I also have, oops, this little commercial statement blank, which one is in here. I'm going to be using Barely Art glue, this craft bond. I do have an Uhu stick or Yoo-hoo stick, however you say it, glue stick. However, it's almost gone, and this is tea dye, my tear ruler, and my fine cutting scissors. All right, so what I would like to do, I started this because when I printed this backing, this is not part of the kit that I got, but I have an extensive collection of Nanda's papers. So I picked the writing papers and printed them on the back. And on some of them, they came out correct, and others, they're upside down. I want to put something here. And I was thinking about this music sheet. Like right there, a little bit of a music bit. Maybe I want to go in the right way. So, how are y'all doing today? It's really good having my hubby home. He was gone for 6 months. And we did go visit him in Tennessee when he was there. He was able to come to the beach with us. And then is that it? Did we just see him 2 times in 6 months? Maybe we did. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. So there you go. He travels a lot for work. I'm gonna wrap this around. This, whatchadoodle? What is this called? Music paper, thank you. The music paper is brittle, but I do have a little bit of masking tape, and I like to kind of incorporate that anyway. So I did not realize I did not realize he was going to make this much noise. I think I'm going to do it here. Yeah. Bone folder. Everything I need as far as tools go are just right at the top of my desk. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? What if we used one of these cutie patooties? Let's see, I really like that. That would be cute, but I don't want to cover up the, what. Oh, I like this fabric sample. I'm a fabric person. I like fabric, but this may need to go on a bigger spot. Oh, here we go. What are these? What's that? It's pretty. We can make it a little pocket. Let's put something on top. What could we put on top? Let's get something that is contrasting. What do we have over here? There we go. Let's use a little bit of this. Just to kind of, I'll even make it maybe a little border, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how this works. I know I am not in rain. There we go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'll bring the dessert for you.
Okay.
Or Sonic.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. Daniel's off to youth group. Years ago, when Alan, who's in college now, was a freshman, some of his friends from school invited him to their youth group, and our church doesn't have one, so because we're too small. And so because of that, all the boys have gone to that same youth group. And I should probably put this out of the way. So it's kind of nice. And they serve a meal, and they have Bible study, singing, and games. And usually it's the parents who volunteer to make the meal, which reminds me I need to sign up. And so when we go, we always serve the meal, just, you know, just say hi to the kids and all, which is kind of fun. Okay. This is my baby Westcott. There. No, kind of didn't tear it correctly. That's okay. All right. So I kind of like to mess things up a bit along the edges. I won't glue those bits down just because I like it to stick up. Let me put that back on, maybe. Okay. So here we go. There. Guess we could. I don't think I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna let it hang over. So because of that, I do want to put. What can we put there? I'm just gonna put this up at the top, just so that when we put our, whenever we put it something in our little pocket, we won't just see the white paper. The Astros play tonight. Yee-haw! In like 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Is that right? Is that side? Yes. And then over here, I think it's a little more up that way. Right up against there. Let's see. Oh yeah, perfection. Nice. Okay. And of course, I misplaced. Oh, here it is. That's my problem. Is I misplaced my pen all of the time. Okay. So what I was thinking of is, like, you see how she has all of those. Aruba. Hello. Let's go to Aruba. Those postmarks. There's this postmark. I'm trying to find, where are these? Let's look at these. Okay, so my cover is that, but there's no postmark on there. There's that postmark. That reminds me, I have those little stamps. I forgot. I had these. Those are Nanda's. And did I put this is vintage bark cloth. That has some good coloring in it. As does that. This is my treasure trove. That's a good color. Let's just pick some stuff out of here. This is Rifle Paper Company. wildwood. That little hymn about the church in the wildwood. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at that. Okay. There's another. I like this one. But I would like a contrast. This is vintage, maybe. Liberty of London. Liberty of London. Okay, let's just start off with that for now. Oh, here's a tiny bit of crinkle binding from my scrap cabin on Etsy, as is that. Okay, shove it in there. That's my motto, just shove it in the bucket. There's that. These are much smaller bits and pieces. I think this is like from Walmart, but I like it. Oh, this is vintage. Isn't that cute? It's from like the 80s. Okay, let's put all this back. I was looking for a particular thing, and now I don't remember the particular thing I was looking for. Okay, well then, oh, stamps. It was stamp ribbon. Where's that stamp ribbon? Here it is. Here's that. Here we go. Ribbon, stamp ribbon, stamp ribbon. Oh, here's the other thing. Put that there. And maybe we'll use some of this in there. And let's leave it. Wait. This. Okay, let's go. So I was thinking that I wanted to collage stamps on here. I was going to cut like this little section out and maybe put it here, but then I remember I have these stamps. Kaiser. United States postage. I kind of like that color. Let's use that one. It kind of looks good with the pink. So here's the thing. I can't remember where I got these, but I'll have to find out. It was from a shop on Etsy, and I really like them a lot. But then you can, and sometimes I take the, this out, but I'm not going to. But you will have to like glue down the fabric. Oh, wow. He's making big progress on our boys' fort. How sad. But it's time. Okie doke. There. And so what I like about this is it kind of comes up off the page, and that's United States. That says post office. So let's do this. I'm gonna just cut right around here. Have y'all had a good day? We had 2 gray days in a row and a little bit of mist, not really heavy rain, but it's been so nice after a Summer of little clouds, full sun, 107 degrees, day after day after day. And it's just been good. Okay, I'm gonna ink this. I'm gonna paste it down, and then we'll do some more pages. This is just something that I was thinking about earlier that I kind of wanted to do, and I'm probably gonna do more of it on, wish you could shout at me and say, hey, get back in camera. But I'm going to wrap it around the edge. So here we go. I'm going to slip it under here, like so. And then wrap it around. So these kinds of things are what gives a digital a little extra dimension, which I like. And then like these are Nanda's stamps. Her little, isn't that cute? I want to see what's in here. Oh, that's cute. I like that. That. You may like tear these. And I also, oh, must have done that's pretty. I have some scallop scissors that I got on Amazon that I really like. And they're kind of, I mean, they're big boys. And I got the smallest. This is a 3mm scallop. I think they have a 5mm scallop and maybe an 8 for some reason. But wouldn't that be cute just to kind of put on there? So this scallop does not match the scallop that is on the edge of the stamps, unfortunately. It's a little bit bigger on the stamp. So I'm just doing my best. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not going to worry about it not being perfect. I just like using it. I want to use all of Nanda's things because one, I like them, and two, this is a design team project for her little shop, her paper ministry team, and I just want to highlight all the beautiful things she has, if y'all are not aware. So when something looks really new, sometimes I just like to fold things and crease and just kind of put in little age spots like that, just a little bit. And then where do we want to put this? I kind of want to make it, I could put it down here. Let's do that. I am going to use a little bit, man alive, I have too many things. Scoochy. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I really like Oohoo better, but I was out and I haven't ordered any, so the Craft Bond it is, but I feel like with the Barely Arts on the edge, and it kind of balances out. Let's get that right there. Okay, and let's do that. There. And just kind of burnish it down. Let's move on. Let's see. So I already have gluey fingers. So here we go. We have that. I may not be finished. Then we have this. And then we have this. I put this over here because I had a flower hanging down that was upside down. So I'm gonna leave this, but I'm thinking of covering this bit down here just because it's not quite, I think I'm gonna use this. Let's scooch this out. Let's get my little ruler. And I think, I'm gonna do this, and then we'll see which part of it that we want to use. I really like this postmark for Mexico. We live, don't live very far from Mexico. We're not on the border, but we are very close to Mexico, just a few hours away, which means we have all of the good food. If you like Mexican food, especially if you like tacos, breakfast tacos especially, we got those in spades. My favorite regular taco is carne asada, and there's a place here in town that really minces the meat up fine, and that's good. And then there's another restaurant that just, it's a little more expensive, but it is, they just sear the meat really hot, and put lots of cilantro and whatnot, and which I like, and it's a good carne asada as well, like a street taco. But I don't need guisada. That's with the gravy. I don't want the gravy. I just want the meat, the onions, the cilantro, and then all the fixings that go on it. It's a pretty heavy meal though, so you kind of have to starve yourself during the day so that you can kind of take it. Yeah, I like that. And no more. We're gonna let it breathe. So there we go. Now what should we put here? What can we do to kind of make that stand out a bit? Ooh, what about one of these? I like that there. So let's see. I have this steno pad. I also have, where did she go? I also have this is parchment paper. That's coffee dyed. Or the avocado paper. Ah, yes. But I want the white spots. Yeah, it brings out that pink. I think that's there. All right. So, do we want? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hopefully be able to tear around this in an oval. Hopefully. Like that. Glue down. And then let's just tear a little bit of that. That's loud noise. Loud noise. Yoinks. Okay, so here we go. I kind of want this to curl up a bit. I do want to probably should have distressed this before. I wonder if the glue is going to stick if this is parchment paper. I didn't even think about that. It may not. It may not. That's okay. Hubby's working fast because he wants to watch the game. I think the Rangers swept their series. I'm sorry, I'm not a Rangers fan. I really shouldn't apologize. It's okay not to be a Rangers fan. I am an Astros fan. Let's see if this Big Mama glue will be better. It's a little thicker. There we go. Let's get a little smearer. This one is actually plastic. The other ones that I typically get in the mail are cardboard. Okay, now maybe this will do better. Maybe. Okay. So let's move this. See what I mean? I'm not organized. I mean, I'm organized, but I encroach. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully, hopefully, tear in an oval around. I got a text from, well, it wasn't a text. It was a Sports U request for all the seniors for their slideshow. I think for the football banquet that will be coming up, to have a baby picture and a present day picture of your senior, and that was super fun looking back. Our youngest three are adopted from Uganda, and so I went back through those early photos we had of the boys before we even met them and selected a couple from there, and yeah, and then some of ours. I like that. I wonder if that would hit a little distress and stay on there. I feel like this needs to dry. I think I'm gonna let it dry. So I'm gonna let this dry because it's really kind of wet, as you can see. I still am not certain that that's gonna stay. We're gonna let it dry. This is where I'm gonna put it. And I wonder if I have something oval that I could trace. Looking. I don't know. I guess not. Maybe we just do this and do some more tearing. I know I have a die, but I do not want to go digging in that cabinet where all of that is, because that is kind of overwhelming. Now that Jeff is home, we're going through the house room by room and getting rid of things, including the shed, just all the, oh, I would say that's pretty doggone close. The shed, our closets, our drawers, the utility room where I keep a lot of supplies for myself for crafting, and bookshelves, and just really kind of clean things up a bit, lighten the load a bit. I'm a book person, bibliophile, and I have all of our kids' old books, and it just kills me to get rid of them, but I may just need to get rid of them. It's a little not perfect, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. That looks good. So now let's kind of do a little bit of a distressing around the edge. And I know it's not pink, but I do have some pink and brown inks that maybe we can put on the back. And then I'll stop, and that'll be my little craft with me project for today. And then I'll do another one. And then I'll do a little flip through of what we did. Okay, let's see what we got over here. So I have this, and I have not the pink. Let me get it. Of course, it's on the bottom. Okay, here we go. So this is Sponge Sugar, which is definitely not this color, but I feel like that I can mix some brown with it. And I'm gonna bend it back this way, make some creases that way, and we'll blend. I will probably use my tea dye dauber with this vintage photo, or maybe I should use just the tea dye. Maybe I'll try that first because it's lighter. Vintage photo, and the tea dye is ink, it's not oxide. I've discovered that I like the ink better than the oxide. I don't really use the oxide like it's supposed to be used. You're supposed to like wet it and, you know, do all the fancy things. Let's see. There we go. I have a very small studio, but it sure is handy when it comes to working, because I can just use my little roller chair and roll 3 feet and get what I need and roll back to my desk. So do not despise your sweet studio, even if it's your dining table. It's your little creative spot. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. There. Now we're going to, oops, let's see if we can't get this side. Actually, let's do this. Do y'all ever do that? Let's just make it super. Oh, let's do that. I don't really like grunge, but I do like old, if that makes any sense. And then when you dab your push over certain spots, not the whole thing. Cool. Now let's do this. let's do different. I know some of this is going to be covered up, but some might stick out. So let's try to get the ones that'll stick out. And then we'll glue. I sure hope that is going to stick. I didn't even think about it not being, I didn't think about the parchment paper being a non-stick surface when I coffee dyed it. So I may be learning a lesson. It's kind of dry. If not, I'll just staple it after I glue it. Oh, I like that. Okay, do we need to add anything? That'd be pretty. Here, let's get this and kind of audition our fabrics if we want to use it. So if we want to put that down here, audition. This might be pretty. It has some pinks. What about that? That really picks up the colors in there. So what about that? That's a little too modern. I think I want to use this, but I don't want to use all of it. So let's just do that and see if we can, no, of course not. This is bark cloth, so I guess it just doesn't really rip, which is fine. It doesn't have to rip. Okay, so here's that. There is that. You want to put it here, here. We could like fold it like that. Okay, let's see. Do that, that, or I could, let's just do this. There's the green, here's some pink. That way it won't be so bulky. We can make one taller than the other. Could do that. We could put it off to the side, let it kind of hang over a bit. Or we could put it down here, raise it up a bit maybe. Put it down here. I don't mind it being down there. Let's get that spread apart. Oh, I like that. Okay, so stapler and some glue. This is Turbo Tacky Glue. It's nice and thick, and it's supposed to dry 50% faster. So I'm just putting a little bit down below to anchor it. And then I am going to staple here, and I'm gonna staple down here. Voila. What do you think? That's pretty. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's glue. I'm just going to use the Barely Arts on the paper. Maybe. Not. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I have a bad habit of not getting the pin in quick enough, and it really does, the Bearly Arts really does dry quickly, which is good for paper crafting. Not so good if you're lazy or forgetful. All right, let's go. She is adorable. She's like a little cameo, but she's a flower and not a face. That makes me happy. Okay, so here's, we did this. We did this, we did this. We did this. I don't have anything to go in here. Oh wait, maybe I do. Maybe one of these little bits can go in if it'll fit. Let's see. What about this one? Cute. And what about, I like this quote. My heart is stirred by a noble theme as I recite my verses for the king. My tongue is the pen of a skillful writer. Don't know if this will fit or not. Will it? Nope, it's a little too wide. Do we have anything skinny? Oh, here's a tag. Will that fit? You can always take a little off. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on. Where's my thing? Oh, yeah, what did I do? I did. Let's fix my bobo. Okay. This is too fat. Is this too fat? That's really pretty. I need to put a little thumb notch, but I don't want to do it until, well, doggone. Okay, so none of, oh wait, whoa. This one will. This one will. And I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Looky here. Voila. And then we can do that. So I am going to get, I always have to do fabric. That's contrasting. Oh, not yellow. What about that? No. What about that? No. About that? No. I'm gonna change it to white. Here we go. Yes, much better. Okay, now let's look at about this. That's kind of cute. Just use that. Oh, I like this one, but I don't know if it's the right color. No. That, no. No. How about sorry? In and out. Oh, that green. Yes. We're going to mix it with green and black. I need to order some more black. I'm about ready to get out of here. Okay. Well, I also have taupe. Let me check taupe. taupe. Black's too bold, even though I always like black. Okay, now we have this. Let's put it in here. And kind of finagle it. And finagle it. There we go. And I really want to staple it will actually go through. Let's just see. It's not really that thick down there. Okay. Oh yeah. And just press in the staples so that they catch. There, that's plenty good. Now, this little cutie patootie. That's also beautiful. That looks better. But we're gonna, I think I want it the little stitch line right here. And then, okay, let's glue this part first and then we'll fold it over. And then we're done. Who knows how long. It's probably 45 minutes to do all of this stuff because I'm slow as molasses. I try not to be slow as molasses. Okay, here we go. Yes. Yep, that is the ticket. Fold it over to this side. Glue. Okay, well, this was worth it. We're going 45 minutes. Pin. Yeesh. And I'm not going to do anything to this than that. And then we just pop it in. Dun, 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 dun. Whoopsies. Okay. I'm all excited. Dun, 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 dun. Ta-dum. Isn't that cute? Oh, let's use these. I have to use these on everything. Oh, why don't we just, instead of doing October, let's just do the date. 1948. That's the earliest year I have in these little guys. Blink. There we go. Cha-ching. That is like, to me, these little stamps were the best $7 I've ever spent in my life. Okay, so front. We may not be done. I don't know. This part. This part I did before I even came on. And then we covered this up. Made a pocket. This was already here, and we made a tag. What on earth? Let's fix that. There. So there we go. Oh, I love it. Love it. So I'll do some more tomorrow. I'll film some more tomorrow. What? And I might do some before I film and just do a show and tell, because apparently I'm a slow vlogger, videographer, whatever. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go watch the Astros game. Ching.